I didn't know you were going to travel the whole country. I thought you were just going from north to south and back up.
I was originally, but I have some good friends in Florida, and I actually did a lot of, you know, my mom passed away a couple months ago. Remember I talked to you that night?
Yeah.
I kind of refused to like spend the summer with sitting at home working all the time and just paying bills and not doing shit with my life. I've decided to sell a lot of my things and just sort of pack up a lot of my stuff. And I was going to spend the summer just driving and meeting people and doing audits and stuff like that, you know, which I have. And it's probably not the smartest thing to do, you know, but it's the best thing to do. I mean, I don't regret a second of it. I started in Minnesota and I went to St. Louis, spent some time with some people that I haven't seen in many years. And I continued south. I made it all the way to San Antonio. I spent some time in Austin. Then I went over through the southern part, like the bayou and stuff. I did some audits with Teresa R. in Louisiana.
Oh, nice.
I finally met Dave from News Now Houston. I met up with him in Galveston. So now I'm still going east. I'm in Florida right now too with some really good friends of mine. I actually went on a job interview here today.
Really?
Yeah, it was very spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Everything's wide open. You know what I mean? I don't know what I want to do. You know, I can go back to what I did and where I lived and do all that stuff, but I don't want to. You know what's going on with the police over there?
You think it's getting worse over there?
It is. I thought it was getting better. Yeah, it really is. You know, police are getting away with everything. Think about it like this. We are literally paying the biggest cowards on planet Earth to protect us. These are the most scariest ever. Like, Girl Scouts don't shoot dogs, okay? Jehovah's Witnesses don't shoot dogs. Delivery drivers do not shoot dogs, okay? I used to deliver pizzas. I never shot a dog. These people protect us, okay? We're supposed to call for emergencies.
They're probably encountering them more than anybody.
Man, seriously. Christmas carolers, they don't shoot dogs. So I guess one of the things I want to talk about is how are we going to eliminate this dependency we have and find some alternatives to calling 911?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing is nobody knows of an alternative. So everybody's go-to, because they're a monopoly, everybody's go-to is call 911. What are the alternatives? Do people even know that you can call for private ambulances? I don't think people know that. Like, you call 911, that's what it is. The first thing that needs to happen is people need to get it out of their heads that this monopoly is the only solution. The dependency on a corrupt, violent government is not the answer.
When you need armed thugs who are just like, don't give a fuck and they just want to shoot people, that's when you call 911.
No, then you grab your own fucking gun and you shoot the people who are, because they're not even going to be there in time to protect you. You still need to protect yourself for those 10 minutes.
They'll be here in time to write notes, though, and write their account of what happened, even though they weren't there. Yeah.
They'll sit there and look at you bleeding, watch you bleed, and maybe call the paramedics. They're not here to protect.
Another story that just happened recently is there's a kid who was drowning in a lake over here in the city of Woodbury. And I have a video where I was auditing the Woodbury Police Department. The police stood there. All the uniformed people stood there and watched while all the swimmers and stuff were trying to find this kid who was drowning. They made like a human chain and were walking. And I mean, all the swimmers did it. They didn't even get in the pool. And then they tried to take credit for it on the news. So yeah, they're useless.
That's a perfect example of how you don't need them. You band together as a community and you help each other out. You don't need them. They don't work for you. They don't give a
if you let kids get away with stuff, they're going to keep doing it. You know what I mean? You got to teach. Cops are like pets and they're like kids. You know, you reward them when they do good, and then they might do some more good deeds. And you know what I mean? And if they shit on you, you got to rub their nose in it. Otherwise, if you don't rub their nose in it, they're going to keep shitting everywhere. All I can say. So keep some treats in your pocket when you encounter cops.
Exactly. Because they don't work for you. They don't get reprimanded when they don't serve you or they hurt you or abuse you, and they get promoted when they do good, like writing a lot of tickets and making more money for the politicians. It's not about you. It's not about you. They only need you to rob to fund them because they don't produce anything themselves. They're just your little victim. They don't work for you. They're stealing from you and they don't serve you. I don't get it.
And they don't prevent crime. They have a vested interest in making sure that crime continues. Otherwise, their job wouldn't exist. So they need to make sure that crime is continuing to happen.
Did you see my video on that? I just made a video.
No, I saw it, but I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
stop hallucinating. It discusses exactly that. I'm trying to find that comment to read to you because it was like, it was so disgustingly true. There are far more supporters of police and the military than there are objectors. You only have to look at the numbers who apply to join, at the numbers who volunteer to work with the police, at the numbers who donate to memorial funds and the like. Right now, there's a young guy cycling the length of the state to raise money to benefit fallen police officers. He finishes today, I think. He has had incredible support from everyone along the ride. Nobody saw any protesters or cop watchers there to abuse or insult him for raising money for police. Just a huge amount of ordinary citizens who appreciate their police. So the minority who hate cops and protest will have to increase their numbers 1,000 times to be noticed.
Military and the police all like agree with each other and they support each other and get along. Like they're the same damn thing. Military is not police. They're completely different. That's first thing.
Well,
now they're government and they, you know what I'm saying? But cops are not the military. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they kind of are. I mean, look at them. They're mercenaries.
Oh, yeah.
First of all,
good point.
Second of all, just because we go overseas and we go kill innocent people over there for the greed of these politicians for its blood money, why is it okay? There's no terror going on. There's no threats to us. It's all because they want to take over everything. They are not a threat. 9/11.
Where the public's gonna back that shit is by thinking that we're in danger.
Yeah, you can't continue to fund it so that we don't. It's all fear monger. Oh yeah, we need to go do that so you can go line your buckets. They're just order followers because if they thought about it, they're going over there to kill people that they don't even know. They're going halfway around the world to kill people they don't know. And for what? It's so frustrating to me that people just don't get it. They're so indoctrinated. And you know how many years of undoing that is for us, for the few who get it? That's a lot of work. What are you doing? Where's your videos? Let me see. You need to tell me you drive to work and back and you don't ever see a police officer? You go to the grocery store, you never see a police. Where are your videos? Get out of here. You've never been pulled over? Come on. How come nobody's doing it? How come I'm still doing cop watching and I don't see people with their own cameras out?
I don't think I've ever seen it either.
No.
Now that I think about it.
Where's your camera? Why aren't you recording? Why do I have to keep telling every single person I am cop watching for, you need to record your own stuff. You need to record. You should have been recording. Why am I still saying this? Back to solutions.
Alternatives to calling the popo.
Yeah, calling the police.
Do you sell 411?
No.
I used to use it. I haven't had it installed in a while, but.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how many people in this area actually do use it. I mean, I wonder if it's a big thing.
I think it was big for a little while. I've never had to utilize it, but I had my little group in my area and stuff, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah. It's really, it's between your ears. If everybody stopped paying their taxes, okay, then what are they going to do? It's called Jekyll Island. Please mirror and share this so that we can collectively bankrupt the IRS next April. Stop letting them leech. T-shirts. I'm making T-shirts.
You are.
I am. You have a design? Make T-shirts for you too, girl. The magic.
Should I'll grab one from you and rock them in my videos? A few of my
okay,
the
cool.
audits and stuff.
And I'm in love with being